The second promo keeper in the game. We had Lopez in Rule Breakers, so it's going to be interesting to see what Ter Stegen can do. Obviously, his upgrade is going to be handling, which again is not terrible, but I would have loved to seen a 99 speed Ter Stegen. That would be absolutely nuts. He is a 4-star weak foot, which is actually very interesting to know. 6'2", he's coming in with about 115k on the Xbox and about 90k on the PS and about 116 on the PC. So with goalkeepers, they are a little bit funny, and I've always kind of said as long as the stats are pretty good, it then kind of just matters on their traits. So we've got saves with feet, so that could be quite a nice one for them. Kind of reaction saves, comes for crosses is always perfect, and rushes out of goal. Again, they're not necessarily bad traits there, really. Then obviously it all matters on what you put in game on his tactics. There is a few that really will negatively impact. Obviously, if you put don't come from corners and all of them and kind of don't rush out, then more than likely the animation is going to be a little bit squiff and it's just not going to work for you. So I would have him completely on just default in-game stuff and then just see what he goes with. This guy has gone with a glove with him. I personally don't normally put any kind of trait on him, just because you get a very well balanced upgrade anyway. This guy's gone with the glove because you get 99 handling, 99 diving, 94 positioning. Whereas I think getting an all-round upgrade, so if you kept it on a basic, everything goes to 94. Bar from reflexes goes to 96, and then you get a little +3 on his 47 speed. So for me, I would suggest potentially going for a basic if anything. So let's just jump in, see if he makes some good saves, and see is he worth 100k. Need a bit of Ter Stegen. No, Kimpembe is going to see it. He's going to try and find a little bit of Ter Stegen. If we can't get the pass, then obviously the pass will come to us as he absolutely sends Maradona to the shop. Ter Stegen. Oh, he's been chipped. Oh, he's hit the post. He has been saved by God. Beautiful there. Unfortunately, I think we did bring him out a little bit late, if I'm honest. I really think that we should have kind of already started. We already knew he was going to go for that through ball, and I was just kind of waiting to see if he was going to be actually going past him. But he did, and we should have already pressed a Y, and he would have easily got that. His speed would have definitely helped him out in that point. I do like the fact that they have brought keepers back into the mix in terms of specials, because it's something that we were missing. I know that obviously we kind of always, not necessarily all was moaning, but it was more the fact that they were like 3 times packed more than the average card. But it's nice to have them back and have something of a special variety of keeper in there, at least just one, and just make them less packable as such. Ter Stegen, what are you doing? That needs to be an easy save. I have not a clue why he didn't even put a foot out for that one. That is a poor save in my opinion. Watching Ter Stegen. He's managed to come in. Inaki Williams. Inaki. Oh, managed to make the save. Takes a little deflection off the defender, but still manages to make that save, which is very, very nice after the absolute mess that he made a minute ago to concede the goal. Oh, here we go. We got 2-on-1. Managed to find the attack. Ter Stegen. This is the problem, man. And I guarantee you with these keepers is, if I was to play another 10 matches, another 5 matches, we'll find one game where he is just unbelievable, like absolutely outstanding. Then we'll find a game where he is like this, where he doesn't look like he can save anything. That was, again, a very easy and cheap shot. So it is an interesting one to try and review keepers. I feel like there's got to be a pattern, because normally, if I'm playing this guy, unfortunately for him, I'm going to have to let him try and shoot to kind of see what Ter Stegen's at. Is he going to be able to save some shots? Is he not? Otherwise, you're trying to really scrimp out games to find somebody who is going to just attack you, and it can take a little bit of a time. Sometimes you might not even find somebody who makes that good of an effort. So it is an interesting one to try and figure out the best possible way to review a keeper. It'd be nice if we had like a drill or something where we could kind of test them, other than maybe letting him kind of run through here and then having Ter Stegen make the save, because once they're this close, I'd almost want, like, that you'd almost want to score. Like, you can't not score once you've kind of been let in and you've got literally nobody with you. And again, like that, you're going to try and let them have the shot, but when it's in front of goal, it seems like they let them in far too easily. Going to let him take another chance. This is Ter Stegen's final one. He's managed to make the feet save. I guess you probably from that distance, it'd be a bit harsh to say that he should have kind of like caught it in his hands. He was kind of on the floor already. Dembele with his strength knocks it up, goes for the volley, and his Ter Stegen's going to make the save. Went for kind of a more of a different shot to see how he kind of reacts to it. Heading is going to be a massive thing with him as well. Being 6 foot, yeah, exactly 6 foot, having the jump in, the heading accuracy, you know that he's going to be quite good in the air. We're going to give him one more chance. Correa's going to come through. No. Unfortunately, Ter Stegen, at this point in the game, just can't save anything. And I think that, again, was quite an easy one. We let him through to try and have a shot. We know that we can score. So, for me, I just think that it's just a bit unfortunate that the keepers seem like they have been downgraded a little bit like that. And almost trying to let him shoot is meaning that he's always scoring. I think Correa has got 3 shots, 3 goals. And then I think he's scored with somebody else. But to say that, let's try one more time. We'll give you the kind of rundown. So Correa's running down here. Unfortunately, Hakimi's gonna make the save anyway. But I think if you are kind of just naturally trying to let them score a little bit, just to kind of test out your keeper, it's like it's a goal every single time. Even if we get, say, like let's just kick it out and find him an attack at least, try and see if he can get the shot. But even if it is just a 1-on-1 or at least a 1-on kind of 2, maybe we've got a defender who's just not necessarily putting in the effort here. This is where we can't find him to shoot. Let's try again. Get a ball out. But in terms of kind of his shot staving ability, it just doesn't seem to be there at the moment. We've let Coates, Correa score a few times. Try and tackle Marquinhos. Somebody tackle Marquinhos. But in terms of kind of like letting him on a 2-on-1, that's fair enough. I expect them to score on a 2-on-1. But say we go here. Every time. It's just very, very unfortunate that we can't save them. Obviously, in terms of maybe his saving ability, when it's not necessarily a clear shot, might be a little bit better. But unfortunately, he just cannot save me on that clear shot. And that, for me, as soon as we get to this position, like I expect, obviously, a defender to come in, but I expect him to be able to save at least 50% of them. And unfortunately, he's let in 100%. We got a nice one here. Let in Inaki Williams. Keeper comes out. That's better. That's much, much better. Yes, a bit more of a natural sort of save, but I reckon you should still be able to save the kind of one-on-ones as well. At least a little bit. I'm not saying that he needs to save every single one because that'd just be stupid to think. But definitely 50%. It's got to be. And we got Mane here. He's just going to rack it back up to make it 7-5. Ter Stegen, thank you. Coming and getting that one at least. So we're coming in with Ter Stegen then. 105 on the Xbox, 94 on the PlayStation at this moment in time, and 115 on the PC. And to be honest, he was an okay card, but I just think that he let in too much. And I don't know if that's speed orientated, if it's just the fact that he's 6'2", or I'm just so used to one keeper that changing him is a little bit more difficult. I think keeper reviews are very hard to really highlight a natural position because I feel like you need to play a full weekend league. You need to play a whole week with them. And unfortunately, the review is not able to do that. You need 3-4 games at max. We managed to do about 5-6, and then the final one was quite a heavy kind of clips version of him because we really tried him out there. It was a person who didn't actually quit after we scored one, so that was quite nice to be able to kind of let him try and score, let him try and shoot, as well as then naturally having it. And the come out of goals was quite nice. I felt like he kind of made himself big, really kind of used the space nicely. The shot stoppers really wasn't great. I think there was a shot where he had like 4 out of 4 shots and all 4 went in. Again, it all depends on what you want to look at it. If keepers always do that, I seem to be scoring a hell of a lot more chances when the keeper's in net than when somebody brings them out at you. So it is an interesting one to see if that is the case, that you need to be kind of closing down the player rather than just staying in the net. So that is obviously a thing that we take into the future. All of these goalkeeper reviews will kind of get better as we go along with them because we didn't have any promo goalkeepers really last year. Whereas now we've had Lopez, we've had Ter Stegen. I think there's another one somewhere as well, but we've actually had a special goalkeeper again. So it is interesting to see if we can continue with this and really try and make the goalkeepers reviews really slick and quick because there's not too much to talk about with them. They have 6 stats. Normally all of them are relatively the same. And like I said, the basic is going to be the one I would personally go for, whereas this this guy went for the gloves, and I think having that extra reactions and reflexes would be a hell of a lot better. But overall for me, Ter Stegen, he's going to come in at a nice spot. I think for me, if I was looking at the games I played with him, I couldn't give him more than an 8.5. Whether that would go up with 99 handling and an upgrade on everything else, maybe. We might be seeing quite a very all-round, very good goalkeeper, but it would have been very interested to see 99 speed on him. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know your keeper, who he is, and how good he is, you reckon. Apart from that, see you for the next one. Check out the 2 reviews next screen. Peace.